Something's missing. Something's missing with this kid. This kid talks. He runs his mouth like I could be a starting quarterback with his arms crossed like this. Get your ass in the front row and study and do all that. If I know, the whole league knows. Quit being an embarrassment that way. You got the talent to be the quarterback. You should be embarrassed that you're not the quarterback now.
He looks like he's salty, like a bag of salt and vinegar. You know, if you ask me, you know, he just seemed like he a little salty about it. You know, so everybody loves to talk about Shedeur. Shedeur is the third string quarterback. Why everybody's talking about him so much? And it's like he's actually the starter, but he's not the starter. And, you know, I disagree with what Brett said. You know, he's very loud. He's obnoxious. He always overdoes things. You know, Cleveland Browns, they made a move to go ahead and sit Flacco down. And they will start Gabriel Dillon tomorrow. Okay, so he will be the first rookie to have his NFL debut overseas. They will be in London playing against Minnesota Vikings. They putting them in a situation which is going to bring a lot of pressure to Gabriel. They feel like he's the guy. They feel like he's able to get the ball out in a timely manner. I still believe Shedeur Sanders is a better quarterback. I believe he should have been drafted in the #1 spot in front of Cam Ward. And he should have been the one going to Tennessee Titans. Yeah. And, you know, I believe he would probably have done better than Cam Ward. You know, not throwing shade at Cam Ward. But he had me laughing the other week when he said his team played like ass. He kept it real. But yeah, I believe everybody just need to take a chill pill. Take a chill pill when it comes to Shedeur Sanders. Saying all this stuff about the young man when he haven't had any time to show what he can do on a professional level doing a professional game. Time in the preseason. But I'm speaking about they really need to give him an opportunity, and I believe he will get that opportunity. I doubt that it was Kevin Stefanski's, you know, decision to sit Flacco down. He wanted to keep Flacco as the main quarterback. But let's say tomorrow, if Gabriel Dillon does choke, I'm talking like throwing interceptions, getting sacks, you know, forcing pick sixes, you know, I believe that they will eventually put Shedeur in the game. So we will see how this will go tomorrow, you know. And I believe Cleveland will beat Minnesota Vikings because they have a lot of injuries going on. You know, their offensive line banged up. But I believe, you know, Cleveland Browns, their defense look good. You know, they have a real strong defense. And Dillon really don't have to score. He don't really have to try to score a lot of points for them because their running game and, you know, other factors will play a role. So he won't have to stress so much about trying to get some of the points in. But I believe if he does choke, I'm talking about choke, they will give Shedeur Sanders his time to shine. And he ready. He said he's ready. And he said, you know, when they asked him, you know, he kept it real. You know, he just said, hey, I know I can do better than some of those other quarterbacks. And I didn't see anything wrong at all, what he said. Now, if he said, I don't know if I'm able to deliver like the other quarterbacks, but I will try. He was being bashed for saying that, for not sounding confident. So, you know, he has that DNA in him. He has Mr. Coach Primetime in him. You know, so of course they're gonna brag, they're gonna beat themselves. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. I'm a sports chick, y'all. Drop your comments.